Hey you all, welcome back to Let's Keep It Real. I am back with another video for you all. So I know that everyone has heard about the Diddy trial, and basically the word on the curve was, it's not true, that there were charges that are going to be dropped, and that included sex trafficking, arson, as well as kidnapping. And that is the farthest thing from the truth. Basically what prosecutors are doing is pulling back because they do not have enough evidence to support that strongly enough to believe that they can get a full conviction, but the charges still remain. With that being said, there are other charges that are against Diddy that they do have more, I guess you could say, evidence that's going to help them get the win that they're looking for. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Let's Keep It Real. Turn on your post notifications so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And remember, everything that we discuss is alleged. We cannot confirm nor deny any of this, and it is solely and strictly for educational and entertainment purposes. So with that being said, you all check out the accompanied videos that I have attached that explains a little bit more in detail of how everything is going. And don't forget to drop your comments below.
A stunning last-minute move in the Diddy case. Prosecutors just pulled back on several key allegations in their RICO case. The government says it's to streamline the case and simplify jury instructions. So here's what's out. Attempted kidnapping, including Diddy's former assistant Capricorn Clark's testimony that she was held against her will. Attempted arson, including Kid Cudi's bombshell testimony that his car was allegedly blown up by Diddy. And aiding and abetting sex trafficking. That doesn't mean anything having to do with sex trafficking under the RICO charge, just that element. Now they're focusing on what they believe will stick: sex trafficking, forced labor, racketeering. But a move like that right before closing arguments means that they may feel like they didn't present those elements strong enough, or it was too legally weak to risk confusion or an acquittal. And they're also asking the judge to give the jury a series of powerful legal clarifications so that they say the jury doesn't fall into common legal misunderstandings. The government proposed 7 clarifications altogether, including earlier consent doesn't mean you can't be sex trafficked. Being paid doesn't mean you can't be forced into labor. Cumulative conduct matters, meaning look for patterns instead of single events. Coercion doesn't require physical restraint. A person can be trafficked even though they didn't directly profit from it. A commercial sex act doesn't need to take place, meaning even if the act didn't occur, if the intent and coercion were there, that's enough. And lastly, reckless disregard, meaning that Diddy didn't need to be aware of everything that was going on, just intentionally ignoring signs or intentionally turning a blind eye. Yesterday, the defense listed in less than half an hour when they were supposed to take 2 days, meaning that they probably felt that they presented their case enough throughout the trial during cross-examination. Also chose not to have Diddy testify and not to call any witnesses. It also point to the defense being confident that the prosecutors didn't meet the burden of proof, didn't convince the jury that Diddy's guilty of these crimes. We will hear from both sides one last time over the next 2 days during closing arguments.
So my prediction is Diddy will be found guilty, and then Trump will pardon him.
Check out this video on Joe Budden and what he thinks about the whole situation that has transpired in the Diddy case.
They lined him right. Cassie and her boyfriend had to go stay at Cassie's family's house for a long period of time. They was a lot more hard up than they let on. Not without a penny, 2 rocks to rub together. And that's when schemes happen. Cassie saying, yo, I will kill one of you niggas, credence to that. Some of these 20-year-olds aren't as just innocent as y'all say. I've seen it with my own eyes. It was reported that Puff was blackmailing Cassie's
20,000
and 50. Puff's team went to deconstruct that. They showed the text of Puff saying, I want my money back from paying the trainer that you started. He sounded like, yo, I just want this to be done. I'm not paying for you to film. If you film, tell homeboy to give my money back. And that's when he looped the parents in. And that's when he got his money back. They lined him right there.
Because you know you did all this shit. When she came knocking, you should have paid. Her dropping that initial civil suit is what blew the doors open on all of this. Yeah. I think they was lining that neck prior to.
They needed her help to do it, though. I just think they was more Bonnie and Clyde. They were a team.
Right.
That's my opinion. I'm not trying to be.
How proud I am of my brother. My brother is really going to go down in history as a living legend. You know what I'm saying? And don't wait for nobody to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because I done already gave them to you.